EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Ready. 51. Not today, you are. Not today. Deuce. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Get it.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Minshew into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Fournette running right. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22.
Hey, wahoo! Hey.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Minshew, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. White team Gator. Pro team Spill.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Down. 90 Wolf. Hey, orbit.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Mayfield, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 29, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The 20, and he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Look at me, zipper.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Fournette, a first down carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 50.
Minshew sets to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Show it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Watch twist.
Hey, Jet. Shoot.
On 4th down, Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Pardon, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go. 5.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check 3.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
53, check 53. Right here. 49, check 49.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be fielded at the 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. On the delay, here's Carson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but he rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of C-ball.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Procise taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Now a run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Cousins. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball.
They've got his man complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 31. Check 31.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Final play of the half. Cousins going deep for Diggs. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a peck. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out of the gun. Right. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with
teams do in their two-point attempt. They take it off. You get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 58 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Good route here.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Being checked. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up
looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check 25. Check 25.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go. General West. 5200.
Cousins again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. Their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long, and the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
We got this.
Yellow, yellow. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Set to line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Yellow, yellow.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. This will be taken short. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Procise. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On second and inches, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Being chased out left. He'll try and touchdown, Seahawks. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll run it and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On second down, Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a third down. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then we'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Ridley.
Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 on the play. But it brings up 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st down, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run it with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come up for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
He's going to take off with it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Wall. Get wall.
On 1st down, Mahomes flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes now on 1st down. Out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Important extra point up and through, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Carson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 57, colors. Let's get it now.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will actually lose 11 yards, but they get the interception. They have the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe. They score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.